kind of, so Kaz should be able to speak. I get all the headphones up, so just leave it at that first. We'll sort that out. The streaming, it's grand. And we'll get sorted out with the cameras. So that camera should be in. Then it's supposed to be number 4 input.
Good, JJ, good.
It's 1, 2, 3. So
Okay, we have the third one.
there it is.
Yeah.
So I just get it.
It's just a bit too low.
Yeah.
Oh well, we don't actually have
That'd
space
be nice
to
to
go
have it
through.
outside, maybe.
Because it's
I'm not.
taking up the
Yeah. Yeah.
unless you can zoom it in and then
Yeah.
be fine.
I can go about better.
Put it on the what is it, 2?
Get it!
That looks really good.
It's the same as that one pretty much.
It's great. Yeah, I'm just gonna get it closer.
Yeah, you can put it closer, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's
To the left.
on, and then I can get it.
Zoom.
That's great. That's perfect, isn't it? How about that?
Stay there all day, JJ.
Oh, it's shaky because of that. That's great, isn't it? Okay, so you can switch between those at the moment. Yeah. And then I saw the other one out.
Let's go,
This
Billy,
one is
three.
the.
The thing is you can't really see the flag down there.
That's,
It's shaking a lot.
I tell you, because we're on the walking on the thing. Let's get this here. Let's get them
Move
across.
because of the shaking.
Let us get them across so we know that the input is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one over here. So now you can go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and this one cam to I don't know where it comes from. So you can switch between. Oh, sorry, that's no because I step up. You switch that one there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's going to back now. The ball is coming in. So you switch it there. That's number 2. That's number 3. Number 3. Yeah, right. Yeah, got it. Then I set that one for the batsman. Great. Lovely. You're doing that well. Come on, Billy. This one is on the corner. Yeah, okay. I've got the batsman there. But the umpire knows that's wrong. I need to get this. Is that fine? Is that better? That's it.
I'm watching what's live. Hold on. Which one are you?
The camera I'm holding.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is.
I'm shaking it. Can you see shake?
No.
So. 3 and 3. Okay, I'll just get this reset. Transmission. Has it? Yeah. The mics are on anyway. Are they? It's ready. So, it's not gonna happen. No, it's not. It's not switching. I'll get you a chair. I'll get some chair. Yeah, I'll get it on in a minute. So we work with those at the moment, yeah? So you can switch between those first. Yeah, 3 there. Yeah,
Only thing
1,
is
2,
you can't
3.
see the field of the streaming.
1, 2, 3 cameras. They're there. Yeah, but I'll set the feeders after. Don't worry about the feeders now. Lovely cut. I think number 1 is
We have few names, you know.
number 1 is this one. And you got your headphone. Let me see which one. Hello. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, yeah. Beautiful sound. Oh, you can just go closer. They're professional mics, so you go closer, you can hear it crisp. It's like a radio show. I'll come and help you in a minute. Just gonna get
Yeah. It's done now, yeah? It's live.
Come on!
Good afternoon, everybody, from North County Cricket Club, Inch, Balrodri, County Dublin. That was Andrew Sheridan hitting one onto the onside for four. Sorry for a bit of delay. There was a technical issue. If you miss first few overs, same streak, the bowling.
I know. It's just that if I don't want when you switch there and I'm trying. Let me go find the output.
It's a beautiful day for cricket.
So I can walk across it.
Live from North County Cricket Club. So it's 28 on the board of 4 overs for the last of no wicket.
Can you see his mic going up and down?
Yeah. Good. Which mic is it called?
Where's the audio?
Audio.
That's a lovely shot over the mid off for a 6 from Niall McGowan.
Don't worry.
Timed it to perfection.
Is that up now?
I heard him talk.
Yeah.
He's just started at the moment, but I heard him talk. He went.
Yeah. You have your headphone there. I get you.
Bowler is JJ Walsh, bowling from the road end.
So he can hear everything clear.
That's good when you can have someone commentating this one.
Welcome to club cricket, everybody.
No good because interference.
Looking for the last balls.
Wireless headphone, they're not good for production.
Beauty of the club cricket.
Only if you have everything in wireless. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah. So perfect. Yeah. Good. But you need to monitor your phone. You need to monitor your switching. So this is good. That's good.
Oh, there's nobody.
That look a bit
nothing
lean.
yet.
That camera look a bit lean, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which one is that one now? Oh,
An important game for both of the teams
This is a bit too big for
to
me.
qualify for the semis.
oh yeah. I'll set this one first. Wait till I set it. Oh yeah. I gotta bring this up.
I could switch it to number 2 instead.
No,
Either.
no,
But
no.
not number 2
Yeah,
is.
yeah, we can use number 2 and I'll just get this ready first and then I do this now. Okay. How about the picture?
Yes.
Is it a good picture? Yeah. I just twist it a little. Yeah. That's great. So I want to get the keeper and that and that. That's look good.
Umpire is deciding on the ball.
That looks good there. So we can leave that picture like that. And this one can be like that. This one is the so this one is number 1. Number 2 is
JJ Walsh to ball to
let me show
Niall
you.
McGowan.
Put it back on number 1 and I'll touch the camera, you tell me which one that is. Put that switch.
I have it on number 1. What do you mean?
Let's play it again to the onside.
I have it on number 1. There's
And
audio
there's
coming
3
out
runs
now.
only.
This audio can oh yeah, I know.
Number 2.
Number 2. Mute.
JJ Walsh to Niall and
Only him we want to hear. We don't want to hear nobody else.
has to be balled again.
Number 2, where's number 3? Number 1, 2, 3. That's true. Yeah. We only want to hear. Only him we want to hear. So here.
It's down to the middle
This one.
for 1 run.
Composition is bad. No,
Yeah.
that's it there. So I want to bring it.
Not a bit bright.
No, Andrew Sheridan to face
Oh no, that's good.
JJ Walsh.
That one's okay. look.
I
So
can put it
number
on
two.
preview.
Let me see what number two is.
And that's up in the air. And an easy catch.
What number is that?
So
Yes, number 2.
wicket to JJ Walsh. Couldn't middle it.
That's fine.
Looks quite disappointed.
Yeah, that's better.
The next batsman to come in is
Is that the best?
Salman.
Well, you're zoomed into the group of them. So.
Yeah, no, you need that.
One lefty replacing another lefty. Salman hasn't had the best of this season yet. So
Yeah, so that's a good.
a match to prove himself. That's an important one. Of course, the nerves is going to play a big role, but he should be confident enough. So as the batters cross, Niles to face JJ Walsh. And that's another lovely shot towards the long off. It's gone for 6. Niall McGowan continues his good form from the last game.
Is that better?
I can't really hear you because I'm listening to.
Is it better? Oh.
Yeah.
Shot for LBW, but I think it was on the leg side. And there's an overthrow. Salman is down. It's a tight call. And that's an over.
Number two up.
Number 2, yeah.
I'm not sure, but I think the baller name is Jack Atkinson. Jersey number 4. Oh, and he gets the wicket on the very first ball. Niall McGowan gone. I know one is Mary Weldon, yeah. The umpire's name, the other umpire's name.
I don't know. I'll have to ask John.
Oh, Bala.
Bala.
Kela.
Kalish. It sounds alright.
So the official umpires for today is Bala Kalash and of course Mary Weldon, well known. John Andrews the next.
Composition
good fielding. So Jono is on strike. Jono Andrews.
Crowd one of the minutes. So there's three, okay?
So Mary Weldon is the official umpire for the game, who has represented Ireland for a number of years. A very good wicket keeper. Now an official umpire. Salman to face Jack Atkinson. And straight into the bowler's hands. Very straight bat. Salman looks like he's in a mood to score some runs today. And that's bottom edge. Gone through the keeper for 4. Runs for Salman in his account. Doesn't matter how it comes. Waited for the ball. It was a slower one. Good pick. John Andrews is back on the strike to face Jack Atkinson. That's nicely played off his hips for 1 run. So North County currently 51 in 6 overs for the loss of 2 wickets. Wickets to fall is Andrew Sheridan and Niall McGowan, both of the openers. That's the end of the power play.
Come two is the one there. Hold it up.
Hit down the ground for 1.
Yeah, that's why we need to know which one. So you know this one is number. So you have a camera on there. Okay, we start like that.
JJ Walsh coming over the wicket. Salman. And that's played with a soft hand for 1 run. That was a good call from the batsman. A quick 1 run. That kind of stayed low but played nicely down the ground for 1 run. That was played really late, but unfortunately no run. And that's on the leg side for a wide.
He's confusing because number 3 is number 1, number 2 is number 3, number 1.
Okay. So switch it then if that's the case. Switch, drag it and put it at number one so you know we're number one.
And another wide.
No, that's number one. The number two.
No wonder why Salman left it.
That should be easier for me to understand.
Oh, that's number two. The one that off.
One is off, yeah.
Okay, so that should. So I think
Oh,
that's one that I need to look into.
that could have gone for a wide as well. Salman chased it and almost hit it on the bottom of the bat.
Yeah. You're doing fine, brother. We'll get things over.
Northcourt looking good so far. 57 of 7 for the loss of 2 wickets.
And the one outside is number two.
Well, the one is off.
It's off. That's the holding line.
That was a quick call, putting fielder under pressure. Salman.
I was just looking for this one. It's probably not
Smart cricket from North County. They're stealing a lot of close runs since the fielders are gone out of the circle. They're playing very smart cricket and just putting fielders under pressure and stealing a lot of ones.
camera still there. Yeah. So this one I'm gonna do.
That was nicely bowled. Slower one from Jack Atkinson.
Oh, we got it.
Looks like a very clever bowler to me. He's been tidy so far. He got a wicket on his very first ball. And that's picked by Salman. And it's gonna go for 4. Quick hands from Salman. Pick the ball early. I think Salman has to prove a point here for his team that he can bat up the order. So far, so good for Salman.
No, not yet. The replay we're gonna leave for the moment till we get this sorted. If you can go into
So the fielder is gone to the cow corner for Salman. And that's played late again. Nicely played to the covers.
clear those things. Clear. Go to cricket. Maybe that one that you pass first. And then when yeah, so it's Dublin University versus. So first team, Dublin University.
That is a close call. Oh my God. That was a really close call. John Andrews chasing the wide ones. Could have gone for wide. Big fitness test for Salman. Salman and Andrews, well, they got some good few runs, putting fielders under pressure. Running really well together between the wickets. So that's 65 off 9 for the loss of 2 wickets, not counting. I think the bowler name is Connor Hoey, jersey number. Yeah, I think it's Connor Hoey. Not a bad start. Jersey number 16, Connor Hoey. Oh, that stayed low. John Andrews playing it on the onside for 1 run. Now Salman to face Connor. Oh, I'm not sure if he nicked it, but looked really close on behind the keeper. I have to look for the. That's a leg by. So far, he's bowling really well, showing all his experience. Connor created few chances in his very first over. And that's played down the ground towards the extra cover. Another tidy over from Trinity. .68 of 10 for the loss of 2 wickets. Salman and John Andrews on the crease, running really well between the wickets. Jack Atkinson continues from the field end. Oh, down the leg side for a wide.
This is your preview. This is your program. That's your other thing.
That's another one.
It's whatever.
Stayed a bit low.
We made it pretty awkward for it.
On the clock, you want to put the timer or the logo. Going to input. No, back to input. No, back to the.
Another slow one
To,
picked by John Andrews.
I know.
Because I got to put the headphones on.
I know. You don't need the headphones because he's talking anyway.
I know, but where the hell do I put them?
I know. Just chuck it there. It's just okay. Input title. There's your logo thing.
Now a left to another lefty.
No, the camera is fine at the moment. That's because later on we'll get.
Nicely played for one run.
No, that's fine. That's fine. If it was, I would have told you. Very bugs on me. No. You just do that. Just do that. And pick up a bit now. And then you should be down. Okay. Just do that.
Another good delivery from Jack Atkinson. And well fielded by fine leg fielder.
I'll check now number 4. We'll have number 4 pop. But this is receiver. So this is going to go into number 2. So you'll see this popping.
That's a lovely flick,
So
but only went for one run.
that camera, I don't know why it's not coming over there. Don't know what's wrong with them over there. Those 2 cameras. It shouldn't be like that. It should be working. They should be working. And that's what get me. What's that for? Oh, timer. Oh, yeah. Just click on that.
A very nice smooth action.
Yeah. Click out of it. Now what you do is
A bit of Brett Lee, but a left-handed.
on the
And ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the over. He's been impressive. Bowler Jack Atkinson has been impressive so far.
yeah, that's fine. You want to go into the other one now and do it. What's going on? Time? Oh, because it's set to what number?
And it's corner to ball to Salman.
No, number 4 is different for when we do the other thing. Put it at number 2. Number 3 is already on. Oh, yeah. What you do then is
And that's
you take off the bottom one.
looks like it's gonna go for 4 buys and a wide.
And then you put that here. And
Umpire very well done.
because the other one,
Signal wide and a buy.
we're going to do singing in a minute and all that. So I just want to
4 buys actually.
because this is going to come on now. We're going to have this on. Might need it just to push that against them.
Another close call. That could have been close. Good work from the wicket keeper. They steal another signal. Yeah, corner has to repent this 5 runs and ball really tight. And I think it's a no ball and a free hit to North County. Now Jono have the license to go big as much as he wants. And he couldn't middle it. What a ball by the bowler.
but you have to preview the right number.
We've lost. We don't.
Okay. Okay, let's push
Corner to Salman.
Yeah.
And
Now.
played down the ground to the onside for 1. And another one, quick one for the North County and John Andrews.
That's number 1. Which is number 1 is
This is going to be a good contest between Salman and Connor. And he sweeps it to the onside for 1.
number 1. Which number 1 is that one?
I know number 2 was already on. We had 1 and 3 on, but we switched it. We were looking at the title too. But again,
North County looking strong now. Trinity needs to find ways for wickets to put North County under pressure. And if they don't do that in the next few overs, they're looking at a big score on the board. So it's 86 of, sorry, my apologies, it's 85 of 11 for the loss of 2 wickets. Still. I think Jack Atkinson to ball his last one. Loud appeal by the bowler. But Bala don't think so. Oh! And he went full swing after the bowler. I think John Andrews now realized that it's time to press the accelerator on the runs, as they have a lot of wickets in their hands. Of course, Eddie Richardson and John Mooney both behind them, next to come out. And that's another wide. A brilliant 50 from John Mooney in the last game. Back of the bat for 1 run. There's another slow one, I think that's falling short of the fielder. Jack Atkinson could have finished his spell with another wicket, but got unlucky. Ball just falling short of the fielder. And there's a low full toss, but it's going only for, and then they steal a second one. Very good running from John Andrews. He's making Salman run as fast as he can. I think all credit goes to John Andrews for making Salman run and steal all these 1s and 2s. And that's a lovely shot. He picked it early this time. but straight into the fielder's hands, and it's only one run. And that's the end of another over. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have Kieran Morrison on our commentary box with us for a few hours.
Yeah, boys are going well.
Welcome, Kieran.
Thanks, Kazi. Thanks for having me.
What do you think? How is North County doing so far?
Yeah, very good. 92 for only a loss of 2. You take that every day, especially off Trinity. Very good bowling here in this end. Some fast leg spin, keeping low. Hard to get away.
Yeah, the spinners have done well so far, and especially Jack Atkinson, ball tidy.
Yeah, a left arm angle coming in with the keeper standing up. It's never going to be easy to get away. That angle and with the keeper up, you've no room to come down and cut the angle.
What do you think? What is your prediction for this total for the North County?
I think at this point we'd be disappointed not to get at least 160 to 170.
And I think that's Salman's end.
Sam's end, but he done his job. He steadied it after the 2 losses, and now we have Eddie Richardson coming in, who will hopefully pick up the right here. So at this point, we don't mind losing the wicket.
Of course, there's a time when you have to accelerate, and when you accelerate, you have the chance of losing wickets as well.
Of course, but that's the positive of having wickets in hand in T20 is when it gets to this 12th over, you have the license to go for it, and you don't have to worry about your tail enders coming in.
What do you think? Of course, Eddie Richardson is out next, but are you looking forward to see John getting another quick 50 against Trinity?
John Boy, yeah, of course. It's always a delight to watch the concentration, the technique. And who knows, you might see some inventive shots against the spinners if they're still on. He's a fan of the reverse sweep and switch hit. So it's always entertaining when John Boy's in the bat.
Of course, it's a pleasure to see him live. We've been lucky to have him as our head coach this year.
Yeah, it's been great to have him back in the club since last year. He's definitely added a more professional aspect. Even the small things like the boys pushing runs, they're calling before they're even at the end for the second. It's good. We're definitely picking up at least 20 extra runs just from the running alone that we were missing a few years before John Boy came.
So you think the credit goes to John for stealing all these ones and twos that Jono was doing?
Yeah, 100%. Like, of course, Jono was very quick in between the wickets. So with Jono, you're always getting a few runs stolen off the other team. But now the positive is people are actually able to run with the likes of Jono. Whereas it used to be Jono would be coming back for the second halfway down the wicket and getting sent back. Whereas now boys are running with him.
So that's the end of another over. Another tidy over from Trinity. So it's a change of baller. Looks like another leg spinner, Gavin Hoey.
Gavin Howie coming in. He's bowling very well this year. He's even got a few games for Leinster Lightning. I personally haven't seen him bowl in a few years, but the boys were raving about his performance away in Trinity College.
Good to see young aspects coming forward and representing the higher level in cricket in Ireland. I think it's the right time when you're young and you represent the higher cricket. That was a quick one and a wide.
Yeah, unfortunately, looks like it just stuck in the hand of Gavin Howie there. And then you can see it seemed to be about in line with the bylines, but then the spin took it out for a wide. Klaus done very well to get across and stop any extras.
And that's a googly, which was picked by Eddie. He's bowling with a bit of pace as compared to the other leg spinner.
Yeah, he's darting it down. He's not floating it up. You'll get less freebies, but as we seen earlier, you might get the extra wide where the jar's in his hand, and he'll drag them ones down. And if they're not wide, they should pop up to a nice waist high for the batters. What we want at the minute is for neither of these boys to get out until at least the 15th, and then they can properly go at it, play their natural game. There's another one that's jarred in the hand, and this comes when you add the extra pace into leg spin.
His voice is cutting off on this one. And that's picked straight into the fielder's hand. So that's the end of Jono's now. I think we spoke too soon.
Yeah, slightly too soon there, but as we said, wickets in hand make this our game really, and we may see the introduction of John Mooney or Sean Sludds. It's hard to tell at the minute. We'll see in a minute. Yeah, looks to be John Mooney coming out, ex-Ireland international. Good time for him to be introduced. He can take an over or two, get his eye in, and then we should see some good hitting from John Boy.
Yeah, I agree, Kieran. You're absolutely right. He has still time to get few balls in and set his eye, and then go for whenever he feels like.
Yeah, sure, that's the beauty of T20. If you get the few wickets in hand, when you lose one in the 13th over to a new bowler, it's not such a big deal. Obviously, it'd be nice to see Jono still in there, but John Boy's not a bad replacement at all.
I can see a bit of more life in Trinity's players now. They're louder on the field now. That's what the wickets gives you, the confidence when they put you back in the game.
Of course, a wicket's great for a bowling team at any point. It lifts it. They went a bit flat there, and you would only have lost
And
the 3
that's
wickets.
another full toss. And that's misfield by the fielder on the corner. And it went for 4.
Yeah, it was a good shot from Eddie. The full toss he picked up and well put the hands through nicely. And it was a safe shot, even though it was a misfield. At no point was it a chance for a catch.
So the two cousins on the field now. Two experienced, both have represented Ireland. Unfortunately, Eddie hasn't represented Ireland for too long because of his injury problems.
Yeah, he may not represent Ireland, but we've probably two of the best cricketers cricket Leinster have seen in the past few years in the wicket together. So it should be a joy to watch.
Exactly. I've seen Eddie playing the innings many, many times. And he's been the all-rounder of the year for 5 continuous years in a club cricket.
Yeah, listen, some would say he's unfortunate not to get more Ireland caps. I'd probably fall in that category, but it's still been a pleasure to see him anytime he plays for county. Whether it's bowling, fielding or batting, he usually does something magical during the match.
How do you feel yourself? Like, of course, he's coaching the 3rds and 4ths in the evenings, and you are coaching under him. did it make any difference in your, you know, the way you play, the way you field? Of course, you're keeping now as well, and you're keeping really well. You've replaced Irfan, the skipper.
Yeah, I've been lucky that Eddie's more or less been coaching me since I started cricket at 12, and yeah, he makes you think of it. It's rather than just seeing the ball, you watch the field and you try and play a percentage shot. So, well, you may be more comfortable hitting through covers if he's pitching it back and the point's in the wrong position. He'll get you to start cutting them because you have a higher percentage if you're going for 4. But compared if they have a cover and an extra cover, because that's where you're hitting, it just makes you think of the game more smart. He's very good at nurturing natural talent into all-round talent.
Let's play it down the ground towards the extra for 1 run. These few overs are going to be very interesting because 2 experienced players for the North County who both represented Ireland. It's going to be fun to watch both of them on the wicket.
Yeah, definitely. They should have good understanding with each other. They've played cricket with each other for countless years. Obviously before John Boy went to the various clubs, whereas Eddie stayed here, but they've years before then. They've last year. They always train together, so should be good running, should be good understanding.
Kevin Hoey. He looks quite a confident bowler. He's not afraid to toss up the ball, but he's just bowling a little bit quicker. I call like to my liking. I think it's always good to reduce the pace when you're tossing up the ball. It always helps the bowler.
Yeah, that's the thing about leg spin. You can go with a quicker aspect and then your change of pace is the slower one. Whereas most leg spinners tend to float them up and then have a quicker or a slider as a variation. But it's obviously working well for Gavin Hoey. He's got his Leinster games this year. And I'm sure Pembroke would be delighted to have him back once Trinity season ends. Well watched by Eddie, kept low that ball. And then that's that slower pace you were talking about, Kazi. Floated up nicely on middle.
That was a good throw.
Yeah, Trinity's fielding's largely be impressive.
As I said, as a batter like myself, I find it hard to play when it's tossed up and it's really slow on the pace, where I can pick the quicker one better.
I don't know, personally I think I prefer when it's floated up. Gives you more time to think. You can come down the track and do what you want with it. Whereas when it's started down, it's coming at that awkward angle. It'll get an awkward bounce and it can really tie you down when they're darting leg spin rather than floating.
It's because you're a proper batsman and you can wait for the ball, where I'm a basher.
I wouldn't say I'm a proper batsman. I'm a wannabe batsman. Let's go googly there by Gavin Hoey. Smart to the left-hander.
I like the ball to come onto the bat with a pace, you know.
Yeah, of course. I'm probably one of the few batters who prefer face and spin than seam.
So do you reckon you can go number 5 to number 6 and face the spinners then pacers? Because you always open.
Yeah, I do always open, but I think that's more just because when I was younger, I used to open. So compared to the rest of the third team, I might have that bit more experience facing the moving ball. I'm happy to bat wherever the skipper wants me to bat. It's a team game.
I think you have done so well so far, because we have won the 5 games in a row. And of course, you're playing your 6th one today. You're looking forward for this one,
Yeah, of
and you have
course.
also qualified for the semis anyway.
Yeah, same as yourself. You've bowled very well this year. Personally, I would have liked a few more runs off my bat, but you can't complain while the team's winning. That's all that matters. No point me scoring 100 and us losing. I'd rather get 20 odd and win the game.
I completely agree. It's the worst feeling when you get your 100 and you lose the game. You know what I mean? Um, I've been there myself.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that maiden 100, but I've got a few 50s on losing games and feels like a waste of an innings, to be honest.
So same streak is back on from the road end, bowling to John Boy, and he started with a slower one.
Starting to see that intent from John Boy. Instead of just guiding that, he flicked the wrist through it, get a bit of pace. So this is when we usually start to see John Boy up his run rate.
111 for the loss of 4 wickets. 16. It's the 17th over. Continuing, and that's the outside edge, and the fielder fields it in the. And that's a lovely straight shot, but straight into the wickets. He middled that to perfection. That went like a bullet.
Yeah, a great shot from John Boy. Bit unfortunate, hit stumps, but still we're starting to see that intent. That was an inch to the left or the right. That's an easy 4 runs. So it's good to see John Boy acknowledging the run rate needs to be upped. And there's a lovely flick for 6. Didn't go at it too hard, just guided it off, watched it the whole way. It's a lovely shot for 6 runs.
You don't need to hit it that hard when you can play with the flicks like that and time the ball to perfection.
It's the stuff people wish they could play, but that's the difference between him and me. He's an Ireland cricketer, I'm a club cricketer. That's some excellent running there. Yeah, some great running there.
That's how fit these two players are.
Yeah, athletes. And this is excellent cricket here. Blocking a good ball, but still making sure you get the run in the dying overs of the game. All these runs are going to be big runs in the grand scheme of things and make the chase all that harder for Trinity.
Of course, I find it really hard when you hit a 6 and keep your head down for the next ball, and it comes only with experience.
Yeah, definitely comes with experience, and in the middle of the wicket right now, we've bags of experience. So unless the ball's there for 6, they're going to make sure they get at least a run, maybe 2. Because in the T20 at this stage, dot balls are the killers. You don't even mind wickets. We've the wickets in hands. We need to keep them dots down. Excellent shot from John, but very smart. Seeing 45 on the leg side was fairly round. It was just a nice little paddle down, guaranteed 4. There's no stopping that.
Absolutely, that was a lovely shot. Very aware of the fielders of the ground where they place and finding the gaps.
Yeah, that's them creative shots we were talking about earlier. Just manoeuvring the ball for runs. He doesn't need to throw the shoulders out. When you know where the field is, you can guide it for 4.
That's nicely played by the Eddie.
Number one, is it? That's on the open. That's the number one. You open number
And
two.
another quick run.
That's gonna come in, and then I'm gonna do that soon. You open number
Gavin look a bit frustrated by the fielder.
press that, and number four.
Yeah, when you have your fielder as a leg spinner up in the single, up in the circle, you really want to cut out that single. But Eddie done well to back up. He was 5 yards down before the ball had reached the fielder. And just rotating the strike nicely, waiting for the bad ball that usually will come from a leg spinner. And hopefully when that bad ball comes, they can capitalise.
Very impressive by the batter. They're only waiting for the bad ball to hit outside the ground.
And there it is. And that's where the frustration will really show. If that single hadn't come to 45 of Eddie, John wouldn't have been on strike and he wouldn't have been pulling. Whereas if that was Eddie, that's a hard one over cover to hit for 6.
And of course, bowling to John Boy, it's pressure by itself.
Yeah, it's pressure by his status. We've seen him win games for Ireland at the international level, and he still seems to only bat at 6 in North County. So it seems to be his comfort spot. And yeah, it's just this is where he comes in. He's a real good game finisher. And at this point, he's trying to take the run chase away from Trinity.
So 18 overs gone. Total on the board is 136 for the loss of 4 wickets. North County.
Yeah, I'd like to see the boys take the shackles off now because they have a good experienced head. And Sean Slood's coming in next. He was a very good late game batter. He can get quick runs very quick. And there's a jinx. Sean Slood's probably going to be coming in now.
Personally, I think Sean should just rotate the strike and give as much as strike to John.
Yeah, on paper that's what you like, but we're playing a high standard of cricket here. Your number 7 game finisher, so I'd like to see Sean play his natural game, and that will be rotating the strike with John Boy. When a bad ball comes, he'll surely punish it.
And of course, John Boy is walking towards the youngster, Sean Slood, to have a few words. I completely agree. They don't have many balls to see off, but it's not easy to hit from the word go, you know.
No, of course it's not. What's important for Sean now is just 10 balls he is seeing himself in. He's forcing them for a single. So he needs to back John Boy up. And if John Boy says go, you go.
The wicket is kind of staying low. I've watched the whole game, and there were quite a few deliveries that stayed low, even for the medium pacers and the spinners. That's a big in swinging delivery.
Yeah, it's good delivery, but it's good intent from Sean Sloods. That's what you like to see at this stage in the game. If it was earlier in the game, he's probably blocked that, not taking anything, but he knows what he's there to do, and he's got to run off it.
Do you think if they get to 160 is a good total to defend on this ground?
It's hard to tell on county. It's a small ground, but as you said, the wicket looks very green. It looks more like a bowler's wicket, if anything. And there's another great shot from John Boy into the car park.
Showing his class, of course. Oh,
Seemed to take the pace nicely off that ball. It's a good comeback from Sam Streak.
and a steer to the batsman.
Now it's Sean Boyd's turn to respond.
Another slower one. Deceives batsman.
Yeah, it's good bowling from Sam Streak.
So you don't use the stinger there unless
Another slow one, it picked.
And that is huge. Cleared the clubhouse, cleared the indoor. I don't think he'll be staring at John Boy next slower ball.
Exactly. So that was the second last over of the inning. It means 19 overs gone for the last of 5 wickets, and the total on the board is 149. John batting at 38, only facing few deliveries.
Yeah, that's the pleasure of having John Boy. He reads the game well. He knows when to dig in. He knows when to go from the start. And being invaluable at 38.
So Gavin Hoey to bowl the last over.
Yeah, it's an interesting move as a leg spinner to the right-hander to have mid-off up in the ring. Just for that ball that does slightly come slower on the offside, it's going to more than likely be placed between that overcover. As I say, that is pushed back.
Trinity is playing the mind games. They know he's going to go for a single and give a strike to John. And he picks this one up. And there's a collision almost between the fielders and goes for 4.
Long off, not listening to the call. Went to go for it, bounced between the two of them. Easily should have been cow corner's ball. Poor fielding.
As you say, they didn't call for each other. That was in the air for a while.
Yeah, but it's good intent from Sean Sludds.
And that's another one. He middles this one now in the same corner position for 4.
This is what we were saying about Sean Sludds. He's too good of a batter just to nurture balls for singles for John Boy. It doesn't matter who hits the boundaries as long as being hit. Sean will hit boundaries when he picks the ball up.
That was a close call.
Good comeback from Gavin Hoey. Put it down a bit quicker and a bit of turn. Hard ball to hit. We're good to see Sean have the right intent.
And that looks like that's his favorite area.
Yeah, cow corner straight off the bat. That's 6 runs and a great 6. Pull in with the fielder.
You don't need John when you have Sean.
Exactly. Sean Sludds is county.
I remember 2 years back when he was captain of a second team, and I played only one game under his captaincy. And he was quite a smart captain, actually. He kept calm.
Yeah, I played a few games with the seconds under Sean. It was you could tell from the first season he was captain, he had John Andrews helping him, and he really learned from John and took that on to his next few years as captain. He was always good. He knew how to treat each player. He knew which ones to encourage and which ones to give a minute alone if they were angry. No, he's a very smart cricketer. It's been a pleasure to play with him throughout my career anyway.
And that's a reverse sweep. gone for 4.
Excellent shot for 4. Great finish. Trinity are going to be demoralised going in. They're not going to look at that total and think that's an easy chase by any means. It's going to be a lot of pressure on their batters. No time to see yourself in. Have to go from ball 1.
The cameraman would be really busy today.
Yep, he'd be delighted with it. Some great action shots, especially that last ball off John Boy.
I hope he snapped that one.
He'd be raging if he didn't.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll let you know about the total once the scoreboard is changed. So, North County finished at 168 for the loss of 5 wickets.
Number 2, is it? Yes, it shows number 2. No. Yeah, it's number 2. That's the one there. You see? So what I want to do is get it nice position. Yeah, it looks nice, but the position is. Yeah. Tell me if I got it a little closer, yeah?
Yep. That's perfect though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
What I want you to do.
It's okay, we're on commercial.
That's right. So we need it close.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's close, isn't it?
Yeah.
The string you wanna. Don't want him on at all.
No.
No, that's okay. So you wanna put something. Okay, let me see what we have down here. Here is all. I think we can go into here. This is.
What do you want me to play?
Yeah. Here we are. I'm not sure.
We put those all in place.
That one. Oh yeah. You can knock it out. Doesn't matter. Once it's in the preview. one's for close pods. What way was that? Okay. Yeah, you can look for another with catch of the day. That's one. Yeah. Click on that one, and then stimulate. There, so you can go into it and find. Don't worry.
That's no good because you
That's
can't
pause.
see. I have to check the preview.
Yeah,
to
there,
know what it is.
yeah. We're just going to here. Bring
Why
it
did it
down.
pause?
Bring that down. Sting it.
Oh, it's just showing.
Something else. Again, there's no counting on it. There's no. Oh yeah. That's it. Okay. So once that's finished, you see where it's got the red, and then I just go let the list come up, and then yeah. Now what I'm gonna do is connect that. That's done. No, that's gonna be ready. And then we'll be right there. So, and then I can do. I know what I'll do with the other. Is my power thing on? Is my power on, or it's gonna be? What's that say? Battery low. My thing is not plugged in just. And if we run out of power, where is it now? Where is it? You see? Where is it? Oh, it's in the USB here. It's right in here. I want to find a USB. Is it a USB computer? Oh, what USB can I use? I have power USB here. You see this? See this? I can just power it from there. Just connect it to. Yeah, because it's long enough. That's okay. It's just it's not gonna pass. This is so crazy. Okay. Because I want to get the cameras up and I need a thing that I know where what can I connect it into for? Because can you hear anything? I'm looking for oh yeah, one of these. See? Exactly. That's right. Yeah, that's it. That's what it needs. Put the power thing. Now I can go into yeah, fine. I want to get the other camera on now, and then I can yeah. Good. The Holy Line is working, yeah? good. So number 4 will be coming in now. Yeah, number 4 is plugged in. All I have to do now is power it. So I'm gonna. This cable gonna be behind you. Yeah, this cable. This cable gonna be behind you. So we don't need to tread on them. Just go across here. It's gonna be going to go. I'm going to put it. I have it here. Try close. So I can have it cross to the fields. Yeah. So we're getting there now, Justin. The other ones I haven't hooked up that one. That's what happened. And that one I'm going to check in a minute. Because I know what to do with them. Not put them in the card. Put them in a different slot. So I'll go down the van and get the thing. So the positions of those are. Yeah, I'm gonna get your chair actually. I'm gonna get you one. I just want to get the cameras up and running. Put that there. This is gonna be in here. That's next to you, so you'll be all right here, like this. Now, should be. Yeah, he's on.
Hopefully YouTube's working okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So you see, now we're going to the input. Input 3, you see, of this one. See input 3. The input 3. The input they're coming on. The input 3. Input 3. Input. Yeah. Input 3. This no. Yeah, bring him up to. So put him at number 3. Yeah. I'm gonna put him on there. Yeah, because I'm gonna make sure he's. I just click this out. Come on, get out. They're coming on now, so you're gonna have to click onto the live feed one. Yeah. No. You're on the live feed, leaving there. This one I have to get set first. Yeah. If you click in that one, you're gonna get the. No, use the ones that are live. Till I finish with this. So this one is on. Which one is on? Number 4. So number 1 is number.
Are we back live, John?
Yep. We are live, brother. Preview, but you can switch to preview. Once the preview comes, you can switch it. No, Owen Graham. Owen Graham. So I'm gonna get this one.
Welcome back, everybody. On Graham to open the bowling for the North County from the wheel end.
I'm laughing, so I can use this camera and maneuver it myself. Well, this is great.
A lovely medium pacer.
We can see them underneath. Which one is that?
Big in dippers.
You can go. That's number 1.
I mean big.
Number 3. So you can click on the preview number 3 and then cut. See? Don't worry. Yeah. Because of the wide neck, so you can see where it is.
That was played nicely to the onside for a 1 run.
Only him you don't need. All the rest you need. Number 3. Camera 3.
Do you realize we can't see the camera? I muted this.
Yeah, that's it needs to come back a bit more close.
There is a bunch of them there, but I think they're for other
No,
things.
they're the other thing, but where you sit,
The cams.
you have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Probably below 1.
No, that's not camera.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be muted.
That was a big wide. And a good take by the keeper. Luke Whelan, the wicket keeper.
It's muted now, so I think. Let me see. It's number 3, isn't it? Okay, let me see. Yeah, that's number 3. There it is. See?
Oh, maybe 1 and 2 don't have the
See, I
audio.
got him running in there.
Yeah.
No, we don't. Only him who won. Only them who won.
No, but I mean if we didn't have the audio. Like,
That ball was going out of the left-hander's range.
I can follow Owen. I can follow him. Yeah, you like that. I can follow him. You see the way I'm doing it? Yeah, you can switch to the batsman. So I'll be doing the following. You do the switch.
Tidy start from North County
Okay, switch back.
so far.
There's Owen. Also, I can come up to him now. Owen walking up. That's good. When he reaches, no, you're too quick. Now you should switch there. Yeah.
And that was always fielder's head. Going for 4.
Yeah. When he
A lovely shot.
there, you can switch to the ground when he's released the ball. 'Cause it's
you're watching the wrong one.
That will give some confidence to the batter.
You see, I'm following Owen.
Look, you're not.
Yeah, that's
Not
okay.
on him.
I know. I'm following Owen. Watch this now. See, I'm following Owen.
That's exactly what I did.
Okay.
And a slower one from the Owen. Good fielding by Eddie.
He's number 3. Okay, so I can follow the fielders there. So 3 and that one, we're gonna switch.
You're not following him.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him there. Switch to him now.
That's what I did.
Yeah, there
You
it is.
told me it was
I'm
too
following-
early.
Yeah, no. Now switch. That's right. You switch when the batsman.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I did.
That's a misfield there from Ron McGowan, but recovered quickly.
Go to run up. It was on the other
Yeah,
one.
once he's releasing his arm, because go to the batsman.
So that's 8 of the first over.
I'm following him to switch to him. Yeah. And then
I know what you were doing.
They're both playing for qualifier
now you want to switch to my other one. Thank you.
to go into semis.
So you always switch to. So I'll tell you when to switch it to the other one. So the over is the end of the over. So Eddie's coming into bowl. So I'm gonna take Eddie when. So
Eddie to ball from the road end.
before I to get ready on Eddie, you
Slip replaced.
okay. Because I'm gonna
Slip is placed for the Eddie. John Boy's in the slip.
Eddie's firing, running. So you can see.
Good crowd around.
That's what's gonna happen now. And he's gonna bust the second 3. Yeah. And you just wait. Cut. That's good.
Oh, that's a good start. Hitting the good length.
Switch back.
Almost hitting the splice of the bat. A very good start from Eddie Richardson.
All moving. You just have to just don't move on that because this camera's gonna move. You just stand back a bit or keep steady. Ready? Now. Good.
Oh, there was a bit of swing in the air from Eddie.
So once you maneuver those 2 lines,
Inside of edge.
you can fix other things.
Inside edge.
Ready. So we have all 4 cameras.
Lucky it didn't go into the stumps. Oh, that was opportunity, but into second slip. It goes for 4. Lucky that didn't go to the first slip, as John Boyce placed in a slip. And I think that's a wicket to Eddie.
Well done. Get that, yeah. Get that, yeah. This all for analysis now, yeah? All for analysis, yeah?
I think it was a bit crazy to play a pedal shot so early in the game. Eddie's hitting the deck hard, getting a good bounce. So Trinity lose their first wicket in the second over of the second inning. There's a slight change in the field. There's a second slip place now for Eddie. And that's played nicely down the ground towards the long off, just for 1. That was a close. That looked close from where I see it. But of course, umpire has the eagle eye view. And Mary Weldon is quite an experienced umpire. Played cricket for Ireland. On ground, coming back to ball. Love the way he plays these in-dippers. Nice run up. And a lovely simple action, high arm action. That looked a bit high. Not only he can ball his in-dippers, but he's very good with his slower ball. Not much change in his action, so it's very hard to pick his slower one. Oh, on the wide. But that could have been close for the batsman if it went to the keeper's hand. There's the wicket keeper standing up the wicket for Owen Graham.
The camera, but it's just I have to just
That's played nicely towards fine leg. John was the fielder. Another slower one. Well picked by the batsman. Just for one run. And that's a drop. A straight one. Salman drops a straight one. It goes for 4 runs. Owen keeping his head cool, which is a good thing. Always takes the pressure off the fielder. Another slower one. And Salman is the fielder again. This time he does it. He puts the body behind the ball and restrict the batsman to nothing. That catch should have been taken. John more encouraging. The batsman probably had his heart in his throat for a while. Good keeping by Luke. It was down to the leg side for a wide. That's excellent fielding. John O'Andrews. He's like a jaunty rose. Again. John a bit far from him this time. Eddie's getting some movement in the air with the ball. So 2 slips plays for Eddie. Oh, a good bouncer from Eddie. Well left by the batsman.
with Eddie there. Eddie's coming in, and they're going to switch to the main role. That's good, Jeff. And I'm just.
It's played from the hip. Salman is the fielder, and he does well. Batsman steals 2 runs.
We'll find out what's happened, like why it was like that. I think because I changed all the settings, and that's why it was.
I can't use this camera now because he's on the other side.
Bit wideish
By the way, this one is.
by Owen Graham. Played nicely.
No, because he's on the other side.
Who's on the other side?
He's bowling from the other side. I mean.
You just to that. And you're following me with that one.
Switch to him now.
Yes, he hasn't been able to bowl yet.
Oh, that was a lovely delivery.
Slowly falling back.
Going away from the lefty.
You just press to that one. I just want to get this thing on quickly so I can compose the picture. That's a good screen. That's why these screens are so good.
Another slow one. Owen keep asking questions with different variations that he bowls. That's played with the soft hands, just for one.
Keep it on this screen.
Yeah, that's I know. I just want to get connection from that camera so I can monitor this. Take a break. And then we can get a replay with these. So this one I want to say, yeah, following more. Yes, that's it. And then, yeah, let's get the camera pan more.
Trying to move it steady.
Played it to her own side for 1 run. And that's a lovely shot over the mid-on for 4.
I'm just going to quickly change the table.
Change of a bowler. Abdul Ghaffar is the new bowler. He's well known for his sheer pace, slightly slingy action. He's bowling straight, stumps to stumps. Bottom edge, and that was a good quick single taken by Trinity batsmen. Good start by Ghaffar. Two brothers representing two different clubs. And that is the inside edge. And a misfield by Salman. Goes for 4 runs. Very unlucky for the bowler. Doesn't look happy. Floppy fielding. Sorry for sloppy fielding. He's nice and straight. Doesn't swing the ball much, but he's quick. As I said, his brother Abdul Sattar plays for Balbriggan first team. And he's a very good all-rounder as well himself. Where Abdul Ghaffar is a pure, genuine fast bowler. In past, he represented Leinster first. Owen continues. Actually, run rate is not as bad. They're almost the same run rate as North County were. And that is the indipper I was talking about. He plays it cleverly. The batsman plays it really cleverly. And steals a run. Lucky it didn't hit the fingertips of the bowler. Was played really straight. That's nicely played. That was a beautiful delivery going away from the lefty. And good keeping from Luke Whelan. That's nicely played, but the fielder is placed into the extra cover. Sounds that is the fielder. Almost in a block hole. Played nicely by the batsman. John Boy giving advice to the bowler. Looks like he set that ball into his pads. Let's see if the bowler is going to listen to John and follow his advice. He has the pace to deceive the batsman and hits these three stumps. There's no doubt. And that was a short one. A very good short ball. Looks like a bowler have a different plan. But that's well ducked by the batsman. He's watching bowler's hands. And that was a wide one. Using his full strength to bowl as quick as he can. Looking for wickets. North County. Batsman making room for himself and hitting that one down the ground towards long off for 1 run. Now Abdul Ghaffar staying over the wicket for the left-hander. See what he pulls off his hat. Good land delivery. Played nicely by the batsman with the soft hands for a 1 run. That's a lovely flick off with the bat from the batsman from his hip for 4 run. Using his bowler's pace. Trinity looking good now. That's really well played by the batsman. Only for 1 run though. Straight into fielder's hands. The fielder is Kian Mulwani.
It's almost time for him to go to his.
That's another lovely delivery, but it's nicely played, and the fielder straight into fielder's hand. Owen Graham is the fielder, and it's a good throw. Abdul Ghaffar having some fun with the batters. That's a lovely pull shot towards the cow corner. Goes for 4 run. A short one from the bowler. Pulls it nicely towards cow corner. Beautiful shot to watch. Looks like the Trinity batters have their eyes in. And they're looking for challenge. If you have just joined our channel now, just to let you know, this is the second inning. Trinity College is chasing 168. Currently, Trinity is 58 of 8 overs for the loss of 1 wicket. Both batsmen are on 23 each. Couple of chances, easy chances, and some sloppy fielding by the fielders from North County. Now John Boy is in action. Will be using all his experience. Oh, that was close call. It's a good backup from Niall McGowan. Batsman tried to charge John from the very first ball, but John have enough experience and followed him and balled him into his body. And there's another paddle shot. This time he middles it and it goes for 4. Lovely paddle sweep. Seems like the players from Trinity College likes to play this shot. Tried to smack that one, but didn't middle it. Almost hit the toe end of the bat. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. John Boy is showing his frustration. I think he's not happy with himself. 4 overthrows there. That's tidy bowling. Oh, that's tidy bowling by John. think John Boy didn't like him playing that pedal sweep. That's it. Was a good length. Another dot ball. That's a white ball. Just to remind you, the last time they faced each other was a nail-biting game between two teams. Looks like there's going to be another one today. And John gives his 100%, but wasn't able to stop the ball, and Trinity steals the one run. There's another change in the bowling. I think Andrew Sheridan is gonna ball from the road end. Quite a tall fella. Joining North County after a 1-year break, as he spent his last year in the UK. Good to see him back. Strengthened his team.
This here should be fine. Should be great. Okay. Okay, that camera. This one. Yeah, again. Where's the
Andrew Sheridan running in from the road end to the right-handed batsman. And that's a straight hit. It's out of the ground for a 6. A lovely shot. Always pleasure to see. Pleasure to see the straight shot hit for 6. Trinity looks good at the moment. Rafa, do you want to take over in a few minutes because I have to leave from my match?
Okay,
Yeah. Let me introduce you and then you can have chat for a few minutes.
okay. I'll be there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have in the house Rafael Immense, the main guy who's running the live stream today to bring it live to you guys. Live broadcast. All the credit goes to him. Welcome, Rafa.
Thank you, Kazi.
Good evening, and I hope you're having a good time with us here. Thank you for really helping us out with a good commentary. And I know you have to rush off on a game, and we wish you guys good luck today too, because you're on a winning streak at the moment, and I'm sure you'll win this one tonight.
Hopefully, Rafa, we have already qualified for the semis. So yes, of course we have to go and win, and always play for win and enjoy our game. Doesn't matter if we have already qualified, but we still have to go for win, and hopefully we finish at the top without losing any games, because there is no losing. If we lose, we out. You know what I mean? So, by the way, it's some welcome for the Sheridan to the ground. 2 sixes in an over, constantly 2 balls,
yes.
2 sixes.
Oh yes, I noticed that some big six there. Dublin University is they're not giving up to a fight actually. You know, I mean 83 for 1 after 9. Knock County need to step up the pressure.
Exactly, they need few wickets down here now, because Trinity is looking quite settled now, you know what I mean, and they're well in the game, but it's all because of some sloppy fielding, I guess, and drop catches.
Oh yes.
But it's you never say never. If they lose 2 or 3 wickets, the game could go back to North County's hands.
Oh yes. North County never say die. You know, they're always they're a fighter, and to the end. So you know, still a lot to go, and 2 or 3 wickets would change the game.
As you remember, they had a previously encounter, the lowest total encounter. Both of them were struggling to get runs in Trinity ground, and that was a nail-biting finish by North County. So, are you expecting another nail-biter?
Oh yes, definitely. I mean, 10 overs gone now, and you know, it's half of that innings. You're looking at, North County posted a good total on the board, but it's slipping away from them if they don't get some wickets here. When John Mooney's coming in,
he spots, he watches the batsman moving from his wickets, and he just gets his paws.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't like to get hit for the paddle sweep, you know.
That's right. John Mooney's good bowler. He can bowl them tight, you know. And, but look at this. That's a big 6 all on the roof. Oh, that's a huge thump. And Dublin University, these guys are serious. I didn't know they were like this. I played against them over the years before, and it's first I see them really pumped up.
Trinity always had a good team, you know. As you know, a few of the Irish players represented Trinity, and also the club cricket themselves for their own club.
Yeah, that's a misfield there. Actually, the guy who's batting, the South African guy, who's a very good friend of mine, actually, is Nicholas Pretorius. A good little batsman. He used to play in the Hills, and he's a wicket keeper.
I remember him playing for Hills. Yeah, he's been very impressive for Hills over the years as well. And there's a chance for North County.
And
that's it. No, Niall Mulwani gets the catch.
Commentators curse.
Sorry, apologies. Kian Mulwani gets the catch, and John gets the wicket.
Fantastic.
That's a huge wicket for the North County.
Oh yes. Commentators curse.
Exactly as you said it.
It's amazing how you can, the luck can come your way when you say things, you know.
It's just typical, isn't it? Every time you hear a commentator say a good thing about a batter, and he gets out the next ball.
I think he's probably hear what we're saying, you know. Unbelievable. But it's good to see North County have another wicket there.
Of course, there's a new batter in there on the pitch, so they probably like to put a pressure on the other side as well.
He'll be under pressure, of course. And
they are in a good position though. Still, North County had lost 2 wickets earlier, where they're 94 for 2 now, and it's only the 11th over.
There you go. But things can change. You know, things can change.
Of course, it's a cricket. You know, you never know. 1 over can change the game, the whole game.
Oh yes. Oh, beautiful. straight to the keeper.
As you were talking about, John, quite an experienced tender. He swings the ball both ways, you know.
Absolutely.
One of the best swing baller Ireland had.
Oh, yes. I mean, he's a legend, isn't he? I mean, John Mooney. Here he comes to bowl again, to the left-hander. And this time...
And that was an out dipper for the
yes.
lefty. Looks like John is getting into his rhythm now after getting this wicket.
It's looking good. Looking good for North County. Well, Kazi, thanks a million for helping us out here. It's been wonderful. You've been absolutely, I mean, I can't thank you enough to help us out, because without you, we don't know what we would do, because we have to, you know, we haven't got the team to run around. There's still more cameras to connect up, you know, and we have a few cameras going, but we still have a few more which we haven't even connected up yet. And hopefully John Andrews will be here to do a few for me, because he's promised as well. And I'd like to thank you again. And I know you have to go off to a game for the Whelan Cup Championships, and you guys are doing so well. And I just hope you bring it home again. I remember I was part of your team when we brought it home 2011.
2011 Leinster in the final. I was the one who got the winning runs.
Oh yeah, that was a beautiful. We have beaten some tough games to win that, and that was the first ever Whelan Cup North County ever had.
And if I'm not wrong, we were playing against Dundrum.
Oh,
they were
yes.
quite a strong team at that time.
Yes, they were the favourites. They were the favourites, and I think they were very upset that day when we won.
It's because they were neutral umpires.
That's right. They were so upset they could not believe. And Brian Smith was a star that day.
I was just going to remind you of Brian Smith, one of the best wicket-keeper batsmen I've seen, you know, for the age he was and the way he played cricket, especially the way he plays spinners.
Oh, yes.
You know, he always wanted to play spinners against the spinners, and he was the man of the match in this game.
Yes.
He got 50+ runs.
Absolutely.
Of course, I was the one in the wickets.
I must say, we all played our part over the competition. We have bowled some, especially you and me, we bowled some super bowling.
It's always a team game, you know.
Yeah,
you
always,
can't win it alone, you know.
No,
it's very rare if you will
yeah.
win a game single-handedly, but it's all team effort. And I think we had a captain like James Mooney.
Oh, yes.
He would be quite aggressive at the time, but
yes.
he had the, you know, he was reading the game really well.
Absolutely.
And he was bringing the ball change, you know,
perfect, yeah.
He was changing the ballers at the right time, you know.
I think the thriller we have when we were playing Malahide, that was a thriller, because I think I remember Shine.
I do.
The bowler, and they were taking a shine to him actually. As we had to come in, and we won by 1 run.
I do remember that.
And absolutely fantastic that was. I remember we went to Leash in the rain. We soaked to the bone because we have to play that game, and we beat them just to get to the final.
Of course, who can not remember the wet days?
Oh, absolutely. Those are memories, and I hope you bring it back home again.
Oh, that's a close call. Oh, there's some confusion. He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone. He got him at the end. That was some drama there on the pitch. Eddie following the batsman, bowling into his body. And the confusion between the two batters. That was some drama, I tell you that.
The keeper was dying to death there. He was trying to catch a straw, you know.
He probably felt like a slug this time.
Oh, yes. And I mean, his legs probably was literally, like, you know, anchors, you know.
I think there's a twist in the game, people.
It's wonderful. Great day for cricket. Anyway, Kaz, thanks a million again. And I will just take over from here for a while.
It's been pleasure, Rafa. Thank you again for everything. for the setting up the system, and
pleasure-
thank you very much
Pleasure is all
for
mine.
Kieran Morrison, who joined us for a while. And
Oh, yes.
it's been confusing. It's not easy to commentate on the cricket, live cricket, especially when you don't know the names of the players.
Oh, yes.
And it's your first time doing
takes
the
time.
commentary.
Yeah, we're new to this, so we're getting there. We're
Hopefully,
getting there. And when we have the right team, I think we'll be.
that
Oh,
looks close, but
that's-
maybe there was an inside
yes.
age.
It's Eddie Richardson, great bowler.
He's getting a lot of swing in the air today.
Oh yes, perfect weather for this.
He hasn't bowled his back of the hand delivery yet. I haven't seen it ball him yet, but he's
Oh,
very good
yes.
with the back of the hand delivery, slower one.
I know. Oh, that was a bounce.
That's-
Oh, that's a big.
Oh, that was a dive, but too far from the fielder. Kian Mulwani like a Superman.
Yes, he was flying in the air, but it was just out of his reach.
This game is getting interested. I don't really want to go and play the game. It's getting interesting in here now.
It's nail biting at the moment. Nail biting.
That's what the wickets does.
Oh yes. Here comes Eddie. Oh.
Still, I'll say North County need few tight overs here
Oh,
to put the
yes.
pressure back onto the Trinity. It's a small ground. Anything can happen anytime.
Oh. Absolutely. Absolutely. If the ball beats you, that's it.
It's been a pleasure, Rafa.
Oh, it's-
Thank you much.
Thank you very much. Thanks a million.
Thank you guys for
having
watching
us on.
live, and I'm sure I apologize if I made any pronunciation mistakes or name mistakes.
Oh, you did wonderful.
It's my first time doing commentary,
You did absolutely wonderful.
so I apologize again for all the players if I took your name wrong. And it's been a pleasure. Thank you much. Have a good day and enjoy the game. Thank you.
And thank you, Kazi.
Thanks, Rafa.
And have a great day. Have a great game. Hope you win the game today.
Hopefully. Thank you.
Yeah. I will know because you'll let me know.
I will text you.
Yes. Okay.
See you, Rafa. Thanks so much.
Take
See
care.
you,
God
everybody.
bless. Okay.
All right, God bless you.
That was our Kazi there. Kasif Kazi, great cricketer as well. He's off to the cup tournament. They're doing very well in it, actually. And I wish them all the success to win it and bring the cup home. Yes, and we have John Mooney, who's bowling. Fantastic bowler. Here comes as he march up to the batsman and he bowls, and the batsman drives it straight to Mulvani. And Mulvani feel it and throw it back to the fielder, who's going to throw it back to John Mooney. Yes. John Mooney is taking his mark again to run up to bowl. And here it comes as he comes into bowl again. And this time, oh, he hit it in the air. This should be a catch. Oh, just dropped short of the fielder. .98 for 3 after 11. We'd like to apologize about our graphics, ladies and gentlemen, because we haven't had our graphics up because we're limited to workers today to help out. So and here comes John Mooney again to bowl, and as he bowled, this time straight through to the fielder, Aziz. As Mulvani threw the ball back to John Mooney. And the great John Mooney is coming in. Here comes steaming into bowl. And this time as he bowled, oh, and he's swinging a miss and the keeper dives, but they get a single off that one. And the signal is a bye. Leg bye. Getting the attention of the scorer. in comes the ball this time. And as he bowled this time, oh, bounced over the head, but got away with it. Great bowling by John Mooney. Beautiful bowling. And that's the end of the over. Yeah. Now comes the bowler. As he comes in to bowl, and this time, ball in the air and a drop short of the fielder of Owen Graham. And Owen Graham throw it into the keeper, over the keeper's head. We have Abdul, the bowler for North County. Is he bowling? He's steaming into bowl this time. Here he comes. Bowl two. And this one comes over the head back to me, and it went all the way over for 4. And unlucky for the bowler. Top edge over the keeper's head. And the third man was running around trying to get to the ball, but bounced over his head for 4. Here comes Abdul again. Coming into bowl this time. And a bouncer, and he straight to the keeper. Taking his mark again to bowl from the road end. And of course, here comes the bowl. And as he bowled this time, oh yes, take a quick single. Great running by the batsman. Now County's putting on the pressure. Looking good. Here comes Abdul from the road end again to the batsman. He's steaming to bowl. Here comes bowl. And he bowls him. Beautiful, beautiful bowling. He took the stump. Great bowling. Yes. That was a great wicket. Absolute superb. Super wicket. John Mooney's coming back again to bowl. And here comes John Mooney. He's steaming in, coming into bowl. And this time, oh, well bowled. Beats the batsman straight to the wicket keeper. Gathers again. The ball to the batsman this time. Here comes John Mooney. As he enters the bowl in this time. Bowl. Batsman drives it to Mulvani. Mulvani gathers. No run in that one. Well fielded by Mulvani. Sian Mulvani. Here comes the bowl again. As he bowl. And this time he beats the batsman again. John Mooney's on, putting him under pressure. Fantastic bowling by John Mooney. Now County's putting on the pressure on Dublin University. Here comes John Mooney again as he bowled to the batsman. This time the batsman drives it across the cover and the fielder coming in well fielded. Absolutely. And good arms. So they ran two. He made his ground. It was a good feeling. Here comes again to bowl. And as he bowled this time, and he flicked it around the square leg, and the fielder comes storming in straight in, picked it up, and just for a single again. $110 for 4 after 14 over. Now County's in the driving seat at the moment. They're doing very, very well. Absolutely. In comes the bowl, John Mooney again. And bowl, and this time, oh, it's a wide ball by the umpire. Batsman tried to fetch at it. Here comes John Mooney again, steaming in. And he bowled, and great bowling, absolutely super bowling. That's a great over by John Mooney. They change the fields. Fielders getting ready. And of course, Sian Mulvani is coming on to bowl. Slow spin bowler. Fantastic little bowler. Great little bowler. 111 for 4 after 15 overs. Now County is still in the driving seat. And of course, Dublin University requires 58 runs. Gettable, but they have to put up a fight. Here comes Mulvani as he bowled this time. Oh, swing and a miss. Dot ball. That's gold. That ball is a gold. Here he comes again to bowl. And as he bowled. And in the air. And who wants this? Who wants this? And it's been dropped. Oh. Catches win matches. You cannot drop them. Oh, my word. He swallowed it and he let it right through. Unlucky for the bowler. That should have been taken. Mulvaney's coming back again. He's coming into bowl again. Here he comes. Bowled. And this time it drives it to. Oh, and they run a single. Feel a misfeel a bit. They run a single. Mulvaney's getting it together. Here comes. Bowled. And he bowled him. Beautiful bowl. What a beauty. He actually bowled him and took the stump out of the ground. Wonderful bowling by Mulvaney. He deserved that wicket after that absolutely dolly dropped by the fielder. But Mulvaney come back and the batsman paid the price. Yes. That's beautiful bowling. Now County is back in the action. They're stepping it up now. Here comes Mulvaney from the road end again to the new batsman. To the batsman left. He tries it to the fielder. Fielder stopped that one. Now County is working very hard here. This is a vital match. Yes. And I think here comes Mulvaney again. Bowling and he bowled. And this time he flick it. Square leg. Fielder runs in and he's going to get two. It's going to be tight. Oh, and he's made his gun. And it beats the keeper. But great backup by the fielder. Good bowling by Mulvaney. It was a great over. Change of feeling by the fielders. We have a new bowler coming on. And Andrew Sheridan. Fast bowler, right arm fast. Another great bowler, Andrew Sheridan. He's coming into bowl. Here he comes, bowled. And this, caller for LPW, but umpire unmoved. Umpire's unmoved. He wouldn't say a word. Umpire just stood there. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the Hinch in North County, as we're playing the Hub Senior Cup League Cup. Here comes Andrew Sheridan again as he coming into bowl. This time, he's steaming and he bowls and this time. Oh, a bouncer! That was a bounce over the head, and. One for the over. Can't bowl that again in the over. You keep passing all the time. Everybody's ducking, but you keep passing it. Why do you do that, man? Here comes Andrew Sheridan again. And this time, yes. Great bowling by Andrew Sheridan. Fantastic. Andrew Sheridan taking his mark again to the batsman. This time, as he and he bowled. And this in the air. This should be a catch by the keeper. And the keeper swallowed it. Absolutely superb. He scooped it high in the air. And there was a catch. Now County's on the move here. Fantastic. 115 for 6 after 16 over. Dublin University is under pressure. They're still under pressure here. Trying their best to get the score, but North County is bowling superbly. Here comes again. Andrew Sheridan to bowl again. As he's running to bowl. The batsman flicked it to the square leg and the fielder running from the boundary straight up. That's all the single.
Rafael, how do I get this square box off the corner?
Did you press number 1, did you?
You know, there's a small square box in the corner. I don't know how to get it back on.
Is it down there?
Oh, it's the little door.
Click it again. Yeah.
It was just the one.
Yeah.
Oh, must have clicked it by
Did you
mistake.
get the replay of the wicket?
Yeah. The other one.
Here comes. Oh, in the air. And it's going to be a catch. And it's a catch. Andrew got another wicket. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful ball. And now the Dublin University is losing their way. They're swinging, and it's going in the air. And it's like a catch in practice. Wow. Absolutely. Another wicket. New batsman coming in. Here comes Mulvaney again, bowling. And this time, bowls. Oh, and the batsman flicked it out. The fielder runs around and he picks it up. They're going to run too. He's going to be very tight here. And he's run out. Fantastic. Great work by the fielder. Another wicket gone. A begging. Dublin University is on the verge of losing it, everything. And of course, North County fighting to the end, all the way. going to be a very, very hard, tough task for Dublin University. North County is really giving it. They're all looking good. Shot to the fielder. Mulvaney is on the roll. Wonderful bowling by Mulvaney. Here comes Mulvaney again. Superb. Drives it straight back to Mulvaney, and they run a single past him down to the fielder at the boundary. Here comes Mulvaney this time. Getting ready, and it drives it a big drive, but then there's a fielder down the boundary, saving 3. There was a booming drive down there, but there was a fielder. And that's the end of the over. 120 for 8 after 17. I think after 18 over. Correction, after 18 over. So and we're back. Here's Andrew Sheridan again. Fantastic. And getting ready for the bowl. Here comes Andrew Sheridan bowl, and this time, almost took the batsman head off. Wonderful bowling. Bouncer. Yes. Andrew Sheridan back to his mark. Running in again to bowl this time. Bowled, and the batsman hit it and straight into the hand of John Mooney, and John Mooney just relaxed and took that catch. Was like nothing. And that's another wickets down, ladies and gentlemen. That was a great catch by John Mooney out on the boundary. Wonderful catch. So there's another wicket, and North County is literally almost knocking on the door of victory. Wonderful. This is absolutely superb. Here comes the ball this time again. And the batsman flick it down to deep point. He throw it straight back into the keeper. The writing is on the wall. Dublin University need 48 more runs. It's doesn't seem gettable. They're going to need a lot of boundaries. A couple of sixes maybe. Here comes Andrew. As he bowl again. And this time, swing and a miss. I think he edged it. The keeper dropped it. Luke Whelan, the keeper. Here comes Andrew again to bowl. This time as Andrew bowled. Oh, beautiful bouncer. It said 1 for the over by the square leg umpire. $121 for 9 after 18. Here comes the ball again. This time drives it straight across. John Mooney is chasing it and well fielded by John Mooney. Oh yes, I think he's home safe. Run 2 runs. That was very close, and that's the end of the over. Here comes the great Eddie Richardson. He's going to need to steam into ball. Eddie Richardson gonna come from the road end. Here he comes. Eddie comes in. This time Eddie bowls and he drives it all the way down to the fielder, Mulvani, who fielded that one, throw it straight back into Eddie from down the boundary. They run a single. Our county needed 1 more wicket. And of course, Dublin University needs 44 runs on the board. Here comes Eddie. Bowled. Oh, in the air. Oh, over Eddie's head, just short. Oh, and of course, Andrew was steaming in to try and take the catch, but it dropped just between the two. Here comes Eddie again. The ball. And this time it flashes and the fielder coming in. And of course, here comes Eddie again from the road end to bowl. Oh, and took a stump. That was a beauty. That was fantastic bowling. And that's the game. And Knock County has won the game. Wonderful winning. So Dublin University has conceded. Great winning by Knock County. Great bowling. We'll be back shortly.